Welcome to episode 39 of Dad's Rank Things. I'm Jones.
I'm Tyler.
And our first category today, we're starting off with award season, right?
It's award season.
Tyler's a lot more of an awards person than I am.
And I'm not even that big of an awards person, but we know a lot of our viewers and listeners might be awards people, so we're going to do something for you. You know, we'd like to hear your favorite award shows, and we're going to give you ours, or in Jonesy's case, whatever ones he can tolerate.
We're ranking the rankings.
That's right. Yeah. So speaking of that, Jones, for my number three is a really interesting show that does a lot of different things with their awards.
Okay.
And it's called Dad's Rank Things.
Nice.
You know, we have given out awards. We've done best pizza. So, for us, we're kind of known in the awards realm. You want to try to get something from us and earn something from us. And so I'm going to just have a shameless plug at number 3.
Pat on his own back. One of his favorites. I didn't even think of that, but yes, we are a kind of an award show in a way. We've done several different brackets, and we're delved into food. Coming up this summer, we might even give you guys another taste of food. So,
and we do drinks. We rank drinks. We award how much we can drink.
We do music, movies, are probably one of the most widespread award shows of having complete categorization of everything. Mm-hmm. My number 3 is a little bit more granular. Mine is the BET Hip Hop Award Show.
Oh, yeah.
It's only been going on since 2006, but the reason why I like this, maybe the solely reason why I like this, is the ciphers that come out for the new and upcoming rappers. Because really don't have that much time anymore. I used to be invested in this back in college and well after that, but anymore I don't have the investigation time to find new rappers that I like because there are so many. Well, this helps narrow it down for me by listening to those guys on the ciphers. That guy's got a good flow.
It's a parade of new artists.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll pick that one, pick that one. So that's the main reason why I like the BET Hip Hop Awards.
And that's your genre. That's music you like. So,
my number 2 goes into music again, but it's the MTV VMAs. I don't really watch this live anymore, but I always have to look it up after the fact because something always happens at the VMAs.
Yeah.
These things have been going on since 1984, and almost every single year, if you look back on the calendar and you see them, there's something strange that happens. Mm-hmm. Rage Against the Machine Guy climbed the tower at one time, almost broke the whole thing. Of course, Madonna, Britney, and Christina Aguilera kissed. That was the main talk for like a whole year at a time.
People still talk about it.
Yeah, so something always happens on that show, and that's the reason why it's number 2 on my list.
And it's also number 2 on my list.
Whoa.
And not because I'm watching it. Music videos are only, like, YouTube should have their own
you watch them on YouTube
music video awards, because they're the ones where people go watch the music videos. But yeah, if I'm spanning my life, and I have a feeling if a lot of our viewers and listeners are spanning their life, the MTV Music Video Awards will be in theirs as well.
Right, it's the one you probably paid the most attention to in your teen years. You could care less about the Oscars, the Grammys, or whatever the case is, but the MTVs were can't miss.
It's true. And so for me, I'm going to go on this trend, and this wouldn't surprise you guys. My number 1 is the Grammys.
Okay.
I'm very critical of the Grammys. Because in my opinion, I feel like the Grammys, especially like Record of the Year or Album of the Year, it's rewarded to a splash in the pan or flash in the pan person that's not really that great of an artist, right?
Like what's hot,
like Daft Punk won something. They're horrible, right? They don't do anything, right? They wear helmets and they remix and that's not music, right? So that part of it I don't like. The artists I do like. The fact, like you said, you get a parade of what's hot right now. You get a parade of the best in the biz paired with maybe someone older in the biz.
Right, they usually have like Lifetime Achievement Awards and stuff like that.
And I love the collaborations that come with the Grammys. So it presents something to me that you can't find anywhere else on television. You can't find anywhere else throughout the year. And as an avid music fan, I appreciate that side of the Grammys. The awards part of it, I really could care less.
My only hiccup I think with the Grammys is that I think it stays very mainstream. I don't know if there's a lot of like unknown people because the underground people don't get a lot of love from the music industry, I feel like. And so that's my one main hindrance with the Grammys and my number 1, which I'll get to in a second.
Okay.
So my number 1 is the Oscars. And so the Oscars, I think you're getting old when you don't recognize some of the movies that come in the categories because they go to the other extreme.
Yeah.
So the Grammys are the mainstream music and the artists that you know and love. Where I think the Oscars have, at least recently, have moved to these one-offs. That's the directors who have like the weird talents. I mean, I will say it is talent, but it's the smaller box office movies. more of like a Cannes Film Festival than it is the Oscars. Oscars can be so long as well, but the main reason why I like the Oscars is because I can be critical of it. And so I think with any award show, you watch it to see the snubs, the all-stars, and to see if your favorite won. And so that's my favorite with the Oscars, even if down to the soundtrack. If I like a movie soundtrack and it won, I can feel, I guess, a little bit of ownership in that because I love that movie.
Yeah, and you know, I've had some friends that like invest in the Oscars.
Oh, yeah.
They go all out. They go all out. They have to watch every movie. Yeah. You know, they have to know everything about it. And I'll tell you what I get out of the Oscars too is, you know, the best film nominees. You know, when I do go back as the year goes on and watch those, I'm like, most of them are pretty good.
Right. And so
you hadn't heard of them before.
I'll say like half of them I hadn't heard of them, and so it makes me want to go rent them and see them, I guess. It helps me widen my array of movie knowledge.
Right, because box office success doesn't necessarily mean artistry success.
Correct, yeah, and that's what the Oscars are all based off of, is artistry. But sometimes I don't care about artistry, I just want explosions and good comedy.
Sometimes we need The Rock hanging off a building shooting a gun.
Did you know the Oscar, the statue itself, do you know what it's supposed to be? I found this interesting today. I've never known it before.
I don't.
Okay, so it's a knight who's holding a crusade sword, and he's standing on a reel of film. So that's why his arms are crossed, because he's actually holding a sword, or supposed to be holding a sword, and he's standing on a reel of film.
Huh. I did not know that's what it was. It looks now I'm going to think it's cooler.